Okay. Well, I'll ask again. Did anybody want to do the uh the recap? No, no
Nah.
obligation. You don't
So,
get anything for it. We were all there, so no
um,
big. Uh,
I believe. Wow, I still have an inspiration.
mm,
I don't know what I would even use it for at this point. Uh,
no, and you probably won't get another one
yep.
because
Okay.
most of these characters have volunteered to no longer be. They've been promoted to NPC. So
Okay. Well, then I'll just volunteer for the heck of it. How about that?
sure, up
So,
to
Yeah.
you.
Plus,
Totally
you
off.
note taker.
Dog bless.
She got in an accident. She's not going to be able to join.
Oh,
Oh.
what the?
like a car accident?
Uh,
Iron.
undetermined. She's not
Okay.
given any elaboration.
Goodness.
Nice. Well,
Uh. Okay.
is she okay?
I hope so.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say to that other than to keep going. So,
Yeah.
um, in our finale session, we found ourselves once again within the depths of the Somnium Sanctum, taking a bit of a break after a fight with some fish people that fish lady, not fish lady, fish people that lady hired or something. They were dead. After our rest, we decided that we would head down to the next level. These being a series of elevators that go deeper and deeper down into just this ultra deep place. And so, as we were doing this, we were utterly certain that there was someone somewhere out there watching us. The number of prospects is low, so at the bottom of the elevator, we could hear like this skittering and scuttling out there within the darkness beyond, and we found that the hallways were labyrinthine in nature. As we explored, we found some very large, very strange-looking semi-transparent crabs. They were obviously eldritch in nature. They did not look natural whatsoever, and they were fast. Although extremely fragile, we found. And so we ended up being forced to fend them off as we continued our way down the hallways until we at last found both the exit as well as the source of their power that they kept coming back from. And so we managed to destroy it, and they stopped coming. And we were able to enter the elevator. Now, once again, it took us unfathomably deep beneath the world. Dark, cold, and unnerving. As the rhythmic swish of waves approached our ears and our minds, because we were asleep once again. But I guess we couldn't tell necessarily at the time, because we were back at the beach, and Frithira had some choice words with our group of adventurers. She had like just a couple more things to say, and basically the gist of it was that like we do not and we never have gotten why she is the way she is, you know, why she presents herself the way she does, why she's such a freak, or really any of like the whole point of this. And we may take this with as much confidence as we like, but there are things that our eyes simply either do not see or do not choose to see. And she is something that is unseen by many things. So, funny enough, the things that represent her are seen everywhere. What a interesting duality. And she basically told us, hey, if you don't get a champion going for me, because obviously I can hear about your little plans, I'm not stupid, I'm going to unleash every bit of nightmare and dark thought and otherworldly, inconceivable knowledge upon you until your freaking brains cannot handle it and you go feral or senile, or, well, maybe not senile. You freaking lose it. So enjoy that. And yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I had a fresh tingle down my spine from that little bit of an
I'm
encounter.
sure she's fine.
Yeah.
She's probably a good guy.
Right. So, eventually we reached the bottom, and we found ourselves in this large, beautiful chamber, in which we saw a just barely human cloaked man who looked a lot more like a corpse, and it appeared that he was the caster, and this was the final test. Either to stop the ritual of rain, or to initiate the ritual that would turn, well, the wielder of the clavilium into a very powerful champion of the Dark Goddess. So it was time for us to fight not only him, but the strongest thing he could muster. So he had summoned, what was it called? The Star Spawn Leviathan. Yes. Yeah. And so this just like mass of like fleshy limbs and eyeballs and like a big toothy maw just like kind of crawled out of the darkness, come to eat us. Yeah, we didn't like that. And yeah, it was indeed very strong. We had trouble, even though it didn't try to hit me like a single time. But still, it was a tough fight. We managed to defeat it. Krona slit the throat of the caster, and we found ourselves on a beach. The same beach, I believe, wasn't it?
It was.
Right.
A very recognizable one by now.
Yeah. I believe, actually, it was on that beach that Krona finished off the guy, and as soon as that happened, she booked it. Krona tried to make a run for it, as a harsh indication that the plan was being forsaken, and so we tried to stop her, mostly more like halfway. She managed to, well, she had a protector, a special being summoned from the darkness, and it was definitely formidable. And so there was a lot of discourse amongst everybody, and at that point it was like, you know, everybody was of such a different opinion that, like, there was no way we were going to defeat her that way. We gave up. She was allowed to leave. She was all like, "Don't worry, I have a plan, which is to not do the bad stuff." But as we reappeared back in the regular chamber, we found that she was the first to go up the elevator, and by the time we caught up, well, we didn't catch up. We never saw her again. She left with the Dream Eater, and we got back up to the surface, and she was nowhere to be found. And as we stepped out, the door closed behind us, and that was it. So our only choice then, as we were hauled up out of the well, was to take our losses and move on, I guess. So we met with Lord Ryland. We had a few discussions, but at the very least, the Ritual of Rain had ended. Whatever that implies for the future, who knows? But we're at the end now.
So we are. Thank you, Harbor. Generally, I would give you an inspiration about now, but that won't matter because you're gonna be spending a long time as an NPC after
Harbor
tonight.
has inspirations aplenty, DM. You don't need none
No.
from you.
He sure
Yeah.
do.
He's stacked up. Alright, well, yeah. I don't know. One little bit of housekeeping. Those of you who do intend to use these characters again, in your free time, feel free to make them level 6. But,
Yo!
yeah.
Let's go.
Beating the
Let's
game
go.
counts as a level up. So enjoy that. But,
Only one? Only one?
yes, only
I've
one.
leveled
What do you
up,
mean,
like-
only one?
Man!
like that's not a lot.
Hey, man.
This freaking
I'm just saying.
guy.
I'm just saying.
Holy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you think
the
you
other
should get
team.
two?
The other team.
They got 2.
The other team's kind of
Cause
high level.
the DM had us a level below the book for the rest of the adventure. Ugh.
And
Okay.
you decimated everything in your path, regardless.
Decimated is a strong word.
It is a strong
We-
word.
we
That's
made
why I
it.
used it.
I think Amon decimated everything. over there. That might be
think
for different
Amon-
reasons.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
but,
That might not be directly related. Alright, well,
hey man, her efforts really shined through.
we love.
Didn't Amon get like super
Alright.
duper lucky near the end though?
Yeah, and also
That was whack.
clutched up.
Yeah.
Man, I love
Alright.
being able to reroll my dice
Well-
like 7 times.
Here is how this is going to work. In the last couple days, you guys have been on the island, recovering, kind of getting ready to leave, taking care of whatever last minute business you want. And a couple things have happened in that time, assuming you don't have anything to tell me about
Yeah,
that.
no excellence.
Okay, sounds good. So, first thing, the 4 of you will receive from Lord Ryland in private, I suppose, just somewhere where like he doesn't think anything is gonna happen. Each of you will receive 2,476 gold pieces, as well as 2 silver
Oh,
and 5 copper.
Ooh, silver.
2,476?
Yes.
176. And
I
2
have found and 5
silver.
copper.
Where's- Wait,
Yep.
Where's the 2
As-
silver and 5 copper?
It's in change.
Where's that
It's
come
just like
from?
on top, on like
It's
it's like a
changed.
box.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just like also.
Could you write that number? I'm having issues keeping numbers straight.
Absolutely. I'll just put
It's a
it.
real good thing Mocha
Or
had 0 gold
Breeze
at the
got
end
it.
of this campaign. That makes the calculation so much easier.
Unbelievable.
How many copper?
Listen,
Wasn't the
5.
wizard holding all your money?
Krona was holding on to all of it,
Hope you don't want
which
that
is
back.
really great now that our mind-controlled goblin has all my money.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Well, now you have some more. Hey, your
Excellent.
cut's bigger because
Excellent.
she's not here to. Anyway,
Oh.
And technically, Richburg gets a
That
double
made me
because apparently.
so heavy. Holy crap!
yeah.
I forgot the
Genevieve
character
willingly
sheet
gives over.
auto-calculates the gold.
You give
You'll get 2,000.
Richford your 2,000.
He can
It
have
was for the-
2,000. I'm keeping the 476.
That's fine.
You're keeping
All
the
right.
force.
Richburg's just gonna look at the money in front of him.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't think I'd be
basically
able to carry all that. You can keep some of that.
what happens
Oh my gosh.
is Lord Ryland comes out of like somewhere in the back room. He's like been getting this ready, you know, in this manner, and just like he comes out, obviously working pretty hard to carry this like giant classic like pirate chest looking thing, and like sets it on the table and that's one. And he goes back 3 more times, and so each of you just get basically a box of gold, and then once that's done, he will come back out, and once you guys are like counting or shoveling your share to Richbird, he will
Rich standing
Yeah.
in the box on top
yeah
of the gold.
yeah, like knee deep.
He's just
Um,
glowing.
That is the half that I have on hand, and this, and he hands each of you a slip of paper. I will grant you the other half of everything I own. He kind of raises his eyebrows. Once you reach the Sword Coast and find a bank.
How exactly are you going to keep your own place running if we have like all of your monies?
Well, I didn't think that far ahead, because I was going to die if nobody showed up. So, we'll figure it out.
You are shockingly not very optimistic.
Oh, my check's
Uh,
ripped.
It's it is
Unfortunate.
he just kind of
Scribbled.
looks at you, and like does the smile sigh, like oh gosh.
Richburg will happily take this
Well,
piece
you
of paper
have
and put in
somebody
his.
here to take care of you. She
Yeah,
makes
so
eyes
that-
over at Genevieve.
Suppose that is an unfortunate side effect. Okay. Anyway, Gambit has, or Genevieve, has persuaded me to have some sort of ceremony in the last few days. So I believe all of you were planning to leave fairly soon. You may do so whenever, but I'm going to. It will not be grand, but just something to recognize your efforts. If that is alright.
What he's trying to say is that if you don't come to this party, I will personally kick your ass myself.
Well, I do enjoy parties.
See?
Very good. Just there'll be a crowd by the manor a day or so. Just be there and be ready to be. I don't know. Awarded.
Appreciated.
There you go. I know that you had your own goals in coming here and helping us, but for what it is worth, thank you all. I would not. None of us would have been able to survive that if you had not come.
We are most welcome. Even if the plan did go a little bit off of the rails there at the end. We did what we could.
Well, Krona is gone, as is Fathira, and that is what I care about most.
Pleasure doing business with you. I'll put in a good word. Maybe I can get some more traffic out here for you, huh? How's that sound?
That would be appreciated. We could definitely use it, considering the destruction that occurred lately.
I'll keep your island in mind. Don't worry about it.
My thanks. As unknowingly, Lord Ryland signs up to be part of a smuggling operation.
Oh,
Well, he leaves you all with that. This is basically the last call. Is there anything any of you want to do on camera before, you know, the game moves away from you, basically, as like players? If there is something else you want to do, like on this island with the people who are here, now's the time, basically.
okay.
If not, we'll just keep going.
Well,
So what should we do with the book?
I am not
Let's
sure
see.
yet.
I would say burn it, but I don't know if it can burn.
I had a very similar idea, but I do agree with it being all magical and whatnot.
Don't
I don't know, maybe
look
piss and shit on it. That might ruin it.
Just look over to Gambit. Do you have any idea how to destroy magical objects? Do you have to use magic? Could you use magical fire?
She looks very thoughtful for a second, like she's never considered this in her life.
Anybody can
Oh,
make
man.
a Arcana check if they wish.
Sure, why not?
You know why not.
Because I will roll a 4.
Because I'm so good at those.
Oh,
just
dang,
watched-
Mocha.
Oh,
I just saw the
Oh.
dice bounce into each other. That made me
not
very
a
happy.
single person like in the
That's neat.
positives
Oh,
for
man. Alright. Harbor, do you want to roll or not?
Arbor's not thinking about burning it, so
Alright,
there's
sounds
no
good.
reason.
Gambit, you have no clue. You've never even heard of that, like, being a thing, you know? Like, you just, no idea. No frame of reference.
Destroy magical item.
Yeah, they're cool. Why would you do that? Rich Bird, you're a little bit more, I don't know, educated, having dealt with magical items before that perhaps people would want to get rid of one way or another. And generally, what you've learned is that magical items are very tough, and if somebody wants to get rid of it, your first solution is to sail off a few miles and just drop it off the side. So, Mocha, magical items are... When magic is put into an object, it does more than just, you know, +1 the longsword or whatever. It infuses it with a sort of inherent will that objects normally do not have, the sort of inherent will that is usually reserved for things like souls. What I'm getting at here is that basically part of the weave is in the thing, and it's not a spell, so it can't just be dispelled most of the time, and that makes those kinds of things very hard to get rid of. There are very few things that are known to actually destroy magic items, although some magic items have special rules. There are things that can, self-destruct basically, like once their purpose is fulfilled, like a spell scroll, they just kind of disintegrate. All this to say, though, that the general rule is magic items can only be broken by like a handful of things, being like thrown into an unbelievably dangerous plane. Like even the hells usually don't work. Dragon fire being the fire of ancient dragons, and literally feeding it to the Tarrasque. As far as you know, those are it.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay.
yeah. That's in the books. Like, one of the only ways to destroy a magic item. The Tarrasque, like, that's how people know how crazy it is because it can break magic items by eating them. That's just how ridiculously OP it is. So, basically,
All right.
that is what you get.
Well, if we cannot destroy it, we should at least try to keep it locked away.
Come on. I wasn't even going to destroy it anyways. This could be our only tie to this loose end that we have here. This Fresera lady. She is still out there. She has Krona now. I say that you and I hold on to it, and well, I do agree that we should lock it up, but we do not need to get rid of it or burn it.
She'll glare up at him skeptically. You do not plan on reading this again, do you? You saw what it did to Krona. Kind of went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And,
I'll just throw it over the boat. They'll be fine.
let us not do that.
Richbird, my sister kind of bought the book off of you, specifically so that you would not,
Yeah, and I got her money, so I'm not giving it to no one. I'll do what she says. I got her money. I don't care.
Okay, well.
I'm trustworthy. Even though I might not work with trustworthy guys.
Trustworthy, says the rogue.
Well,
Hey man, he's been straight with you all. He's...
Not wrong. If I had to trust any rogue or smuggling operation, he's the one I would trust with it. They just want money.
I had to build my reputation one way or another. You can't do it all by lying.
okay.
You'll concern me.
Good.
Look, our job here is over. Technically, this book is now becoming a relic of the past, but at the same time, it is also the only string that we have between ourselves and this whole situation. Not to say I do not want to separate myself from it, but it might come in handy if we ever get into a sore spot. I do not mean to use it. I don't. But better safe than sorry, I say.
I think my brother does protest too much. You good? You're not going to... You sure you're not going to read it? Because you're rambling.
When do I not overspeak, sister? I like to talk.
It is true, he is very talkative.
Yeah.
Just rolls her eyes.
Well,
Look,
I suppose if we are going to be staying for a ceremony, then... would anybody like a drink?
ah, I suppose. What time did Clavius say that it was going to be?
Tomorrow, probably in the morning. I guess I didn't outright say, but sometime tomorrow morning, I suppose.
I do not believe that he outright said it, but if I had to guess, I would say probably in the morning, I suppose.
Yeah, probably.
Ah. Okay, well, I might drink a little bit tonight, but first thing after the celebrations tomorrow is getting away off of this island. We do not have enough people for our ship. We might have to find some volunteers, or at least people who would like to get to the mainland for whatever reason.
Well, if they have no need of the guard here anymore, or at least not as many, we might be able to convince a few of them to come along.
I've got a couple of
I am
buddies
most
in the
curious
guard.
to ask that other bunny if they have any information about my homeland.
Ah, you know, it might seem very strange to say, but I always had a feeling like he was. If anyone was going to die, it was going to be him. But he's alive, so.
The Basil will remember this. Well, as far as going back to my homeland, he seems to be my most leading cause. The only other of my kind that I have seen so far in my time in this realm.
Ah.
If we could convince him to come along with our journeys, then who knows? He might be a good shot.
Okay.
I mean, hells, he was resilient enough to survive the warehouse fight, so
I was
he might
impressed.
be able to withstand the seas as well.
Yes.
The Basil will return.
Oh, baby,
But
he's gonna be a named character next time.
Yes.
I am not too picky right now, so if anybody, anyone on this island wishes to come, I'd be happy to let them on board. Richbird, I assume that you are quickly wrapping up your business, so you will want to hitch a ride back to the mainland, yes?
Yeah. Yep, I'll be heading back.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope you have smooth sailing from there. Do you mind if I ask what part of the world do you come from, Richbird?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. That is on the mainland of Faerun.
Yeah.
Mocha's gonna lean over to Harbor, just Mr. Harbor, why does the gate have hair?
It doesn't. That's why it's Bald Gate.
Why is the DM making my joke for me? Huh?
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm really sorry.
Gosh.
I'd greatly appreciate if y'all would care to join me for dinner at my place when we stop at the mainland, yeah?
Also, they
Oh, I would love to meet your wife.
Yeah.
his va-
I'd be happy I'd be happy to I cannot.
One more try. You got this.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd be happy to be a guest for you. I mean, hell, you've been with me this long. I'd treat you to a nice dinner.
Well,
I would be most appreciative.
Sure. I'm sure we can also find a bank for all of us to cash our stuff in too. Nice secure one.
Okay.
That way we don't have to worry about
Easily.
robbers.
It is a little bit out of the way, but okay. I've never been to Faerun, so I guess it could not hurt to go on a bit of a detour.
Yeah. I'd love for you to come over for a night or two.
Okay. Yes. We mustn't stay too long, but perhaps there are things to be found there that could help us in the remainder of our journey.
Okay.
Oh, actually, speaking of your journey, Jonathan, where exactly are we going to be going?
Oh, that is a. That is such a simple question, but such a loaded answer to meet it with.
Well, here, let's... She's gonna, like, take it by the hand. Let's go talk about it over a drink.
Okay. Sister, do you want to remain here at the manor, or?
Gonna knock her shoulder into his. You can't get rid of me that easily. You've got a whole 24 hours before you can sail off and go have your little adventures without me.
Oh, that is how you are playing it, eh? As if you are not always the one gracing me with your presence. Come on.
My presence is truly a blessing if it is not buzzer.
Okay. No. The four of you head back down to the bar. The Fishhook Inn, as I suppose its proper name, and
The tavern.
yeah,
The tavern.
whatever. It doesn't matter. It's
The
the building you
hostel.
sleep in.
It
The Motel
absolutely
6.
matters. It's important. The Motel 6. Now with an open bar.
You guys find yourselves
I'll go sword.
back at the
Okay.
Fishhook. There is a technically, as you are finished with your contract, the bar is not supposed to be open anymore, but Ivester seems to forget to ask, and is happy to just let you guys keep, drinking on Lord Ryland's tab. So
I love how we have Mocha, Harbor, Gambit chilling on the chairs, and
Yep,
then just
yep.
Richard
Liz
on
at
the
the table.
counter.
Yeah.
Is he-
Oh, he's got his claws like on, like a bird, like on the edge.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Gracious.
Yeah.
he's perched, bro. He's
Oh.
perched.
He's
He's
perching.
perched.
He's roosting.
When birds be perched.
My boy. All right. So, yeah, you guys have a drink. Is there anything you want to do here? Talk about? Find anybody?
oh,
Or
yeah.
Well, we gotta talk about the journey.
Oh, okay.
Literally that. Yeah.
Literally do it.
But first, I kind of want to roll for drink. Where's that drink table
Oh,
chart?
Oh
thing that we
my
had?
Oh, you're right. I'll get
gosh.
that.
That's great.
Where is
Excellent.
Goodness.
I
Where are
had
you?
the honeyed goat milk last time. I had
Oh.
the funny pepper drink. Made steamed
All
out of my
right.
ears. That was great.
Do you want to just roll a
Oh.
D100 with me and
Let's
we'll see
do
what we
it.
get?
Let's do it.
I-
Chaos.
I don't
Who
know
else
where
is
you
rolling for
found this
drink?
list, but
Okay, I got it ready.
It's in
Ooh,
essentials, I
29.
promise.
29.
I believe you. I
Okay.
just. Oh, we were
Alright,
ready.
let's do that.
How did you
29,
get this in the
58, and
first
70.
place?
I looked it up. Alright, we'll start with the lowest to highest.
Alright,
Okay.
what do we have in Marie?
We literally rolled in order of low to high, and then Richbird messing up the curve. Oh my goodness.
Richbird is getting hammer beer. And this glass will make you feel like you just hit yourself with a hammer.
Okay.
It's on the table.
Minus
I'll
5
never-
HP.
Yeah, roll a
I
d20.
didn't know.
Oh my god.
29. The green cobalt, the first drink to ever be served in a piece of ham with the skin. One shot of herbal liquor wrapped in
Ew.
ham to be
What?
eaten all at once. Probably fixed in place with at least one pin to make sure you pick it out before you eat it.
Okay. Mocha's gonna re-roll being being vegan.
Well, yeah, can't you just pick what you're
Yeah,
gonna
but it's
drink?
No,
this
if
way.
you don't
Well,
roll,
worked
it
on this
doesn't
way.
count.
Doesn't
Hold on, I'm
make
gonna find
sense.
92, the exact opposite. Sorry, Mocha's a
Oh,
little
right.
dyslexic.
That's
Ugh.
Something y'all never knew.
Oh,
Oh my
sorry.
God.
god, it's
Harbor.
The
even
menu is-
worse. It is
The menu is
even
really
worse.
upside down. Oh my gosh.
Dude, Mocha's
One more
getting
try, Mika.
horrible,
One more
absolute
try.
horrid rolls. No, did you see what the 92 was?
I actually did. I'm looking. A cooked goat
Yep.
intestine tied and
Oh.
filled with heavy. Dude,
Bruh.
where are people getting this stuff?
Oh my gosh. The
I have
hook
never
and
heard of
I
slider.
love this thing. It makes me so
The hook
happy.
and slider. Mocha is getting distressed with this menu. Okay, 26.
Oh god,
Ouch.
alright.
2 full shots worth of lemon juice put into a glass of very high proof alcohol. Now that's a drink.
That'll wake you up. Holy.
That'll wake you up. Oh my gosh, that'll put some fur on your chest. Anyway,
It's
Mocha's
literally
gonna-
called ouch.
It's literally
Bro.
called ouch. Mocha's gonna order that. It's gonna come out.
Oh,
wait,
hold
what did
on,
everyone
hold
else-
on,
what did
Mocha.
everyone else-
Are you sure you don't look down the menu and find number 24, sucker punching a rabbit, a single tea bag, steeped in the biggest mug you have? Are you sure you didn't get that one?
You know, out of gosh, no.
Whatever.
No.
Just to be
We're
clear,
not-
yeah, there is not a menu of all this stuff, you guys. These are drinks that exist in universe
What
and like
about-
that he can
No,
make for
let's see what
you.
the others got. Let's see what
Alright,
other
alright, yeah.
music
No, I'm
got.
just saying that
Gambit,
like you do
58.
not get 100 freaking different thing menu.
The Mandrake Mocha. How
Wow.
very fitting. A
Ooh.
hot, creamy beverage with a narcotic effect. Dulls the pain, leads you into a deep slumber. Okay, so she's gonna be passed out in 5 minutes.
Wow.
And then
okay.
Harbor got the smear gnome of vodka that fills your brain with the weirdest ideas. Although the morning after, you'll likely have no memory of inventing a sunlight storing clockwork pigeon to hunt vampires with.
What?
It's just really good vodka. You're gonna have some
It's
wild
Really
just
ideas.
good
crazy.
vodka. So,
Under-
okay, we have...
Didn't somebody post the meme
Oh my
about the
gosh.
guy he got wasted and designed a plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
It's that. It's that.
So we have strong beer, a sweet
Mhm.
mocha, and then 2
NyQuil
idiots
in it.
downing hard liquor.
One of them is
You know-
full of
Excellent.
lemon. These are the weirdest drinks, man.
It's the weirdest drink.
Alright. Well,
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the whiskey, brandy, and tequila in equal measurement. And it just says good
Oh, so
luck.
it's Long Island iced tea. Got it. Excellent.
Alright.
my
All
God,
smell in
I-
moderation.
I literally found.
Mocha's gonna get her 2
please
shots.
post.
Look to Harbor, taunt him by half passing it over before instantly knocking it back, and then doing the exact same for the second glass.
Oh!
Yeah.
You drink Harbor's drink, or you're just like
No, she's
Alright.
drinking her own. It comes with 2 glasses. It's 2
oh
glasses,
okay
it's
okay
2
okay,
shots,
okay.
back to
Oh
back.
my gosh.
I don't know
Ugh.
why.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
should probably roll for
ruthless.
another
Of
drink.
hard liquor
Yeah, yeah,
with
go for it.
My
lemon
Richard gets
juice.
another drink.
You guys can roll as many times as you want. You're off the clock,
just
I
gonna-
suppose. So
I'm just gonna real quick. Instantly
What is-
hammered. Excellent.
Damn. What does the 64 get me?
I don't have it
64.
open anymore. Go for
Dang.
it.
a
that's
fruit
shit.
brandy spiced with hot peppers burns the
Ooh.
throat. Downing a pitcher leads to steam escaping ears and nostrils. It's called the
The Halapalinka! That's
the
what Mocha got the
Yeah.
second time.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
I think after
I guess
a
that's what
while,
happens when you're making cocktails in a world where there's inherent magic in half the plants and all the stuff. You know,
Why is
all the
the
drinks just
second
do
one
weird stuff.
underneath the Halapalinka, the maiden's ass, a quadruple
I don't know,
beer,
man.
served in a bottle with a donkey and a pretty girl on the label? Sweet, but strong. Oh yeah,
Sure.
it's a quadruple beer. What does that even mean?
Google the hangover.
Anyways,
What was the 26? What did you get again?
that was the
Oh, that was the
ham
ouch.
drink. That was wait no, 26 was the ouch.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay. Oh,
29
man.
was the ham drink.
All right. Well,
Alright.
you guys are probably starting to feel it. You know.
Yeah, Mocha is gonna finish downing her second shot and just look over to Harbor. So, where where are we going exactly?
He goes,
She's dying. Her mouth is all puckered.
well, I just had a thought, you know, I wonder if there's a way to sail at night, you know, like under the stars. And if you were to go from the sea and in any way manage to make it to the astral plane, you know, I wonder if I guess you do not know about the Sea of Stars, do you?
Well, the Feywild has, like, stars up in the sky, I suppose.
Oh, is that
They do look a
so?
little strange. It's a little all over the place. It's very weird.
Okay. Well, I was
colorful.
just thinking, like, if you manage to get from, you know, the astral plane, like maybe if the Sea of Stars is called that because it is accessible from there. But now I'm wondering if the same stars that you have are the same stars that we have. In which case, maybe, you know, like, we have been looking up at one another at some point, you know?
Oh, that sounds really pretty. That would be very, very sweet.
Yes. Well,
So you want to sail the boat up into the stars?
well, there is a place in central Faerun called the Sea of Stars. It's, don't worry about it. I don't even know
we
if we
take
have a
the boat
way of getting there.
through the land, and then we make it to the stars.
We would have
Got
to
it.
carry it.
Carry the whole boat? Oh, but that's like really heavy. I don't know if I can.
You're
do that.
pretty strong, Mucha.
I am indeed. I'm so glad that you noticed.
You guys are not carrying the boat, just to be clear.
You mean Mocha can't just haul an entire ship over her shoulder? What do you mean?
Maybe 20 of Mocha could do that.
Nah, dude, she's Atlas. She can carry the whole world on her
Ugh.
shoulders.
You are literally a monk, which makes you a dex build. So shut up.
Hey, I took a point in fighter. I'm about to take a second point. For all you know.
Gosh. Okay, he goes, but anyways, that is a ways down the road. I think for now, I guess we are going to take Richbird to Baldur's Gate, see what there is to see on Faerun. And then I suppose we are going to set sail for that island I mentioned to you before. The island of Vital, where we can meet the Sylvatrans. And hopefully I can get this mess of you and I's, as he kind of, like, you know, gives a light shove on his sister's shoulder, in order before you end up getting kicked off of this island too.
Gonna shove her shoulder back. Hey, listen. I think that you're gonna give me a little leeway considering I saved them all from drowning, so at least give me some credit towards do.
If you say so.
Gonna narrow her eyes at
Well,
him.
if we can get
And then-
things all in the working order pretty quickly, then that would be very nice.
Yes. Tomorrow, let's look for some people to possibly get on board of the ship.
Oh, right. That reminds me. Hey, Mr. Eyebuster, do you know of anybody who's like looking to go out on the water, the open sea, and like see the stars and just travel around really and see new places?
Well, there are usually sailors hanging around. Of course, they haven't been able to leave for the last week, but there's always some folks down at the dock looking for a job. Probably a good try at least. I'm sure you could get a couple of fellas.
Well, it is a good thing that Phoebes is already over on the docks. Do you think we could see anybody over there? I guess we'll check in the morning.
I guess we will. But yes, if we can get that vital business figured out, I've got a couple of other projects, some prospective lines of work that I could certainly use your help on. But at some point, whenever we get the chance, I think that that Arcer fellow, that Arcer Danvich, he might like to know what happened.
Oh, well, wasn't the Mr. Lord related to him? Maybe he could get in contact. Or find a way to reach out to him somehow.
He hasn't up until now.
Well, that
Yeah.
is true, but maybe he doesn't have a reason to? Or maybe it's like one of those, oh, we haven't like talked in forever, and then it might be a little awkward if I reached out, or if you reached out, it might be a little weird. You know, one of those things.
I think he just didn't realize.
social anxieties.
It actually chokes on her beer.
Well, who knows? Depending on where that Arcer fellow is, the odds of him being on the Moonshay Isles versus mainland Faerun, it's a ratio. So maybe we can get a message to him if we head over there.
It is worth looking into. He seemed to be in quite a hurry during our last dream. Wait, maybe we could talk to him in a dream again. Ooh. this
Expert's
would be
gonna
interesting.
get his head out of his glass. I've had enough dreams. No. Head back in glass.
Back in.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Thing.
Comes out just for that. Goes right back in. Excellent.
It's taken a while. It's really hard to drink like through a beak, you know, out of a cup. You're not designed for this, but
He's just drowning himself.
you know, yes, you're getting there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Bro, I just saw the crows turfing with the seagulls.
What?
Sorry. The
Okay.
birds in this city have a problem with each other.
Oh, in Seattle? I was trying to figure out like what did
Yeah,
I
I know.
do?
Sorry,
Did I
sorry.
say something? What's
No, no. There's another apartment building across the way from us, and up on the little rooftop perch, I just saw some crows beefing with one of the seagulls that landed near them.
That's very funny. The birds have a turf war.
Dude, everybody has turf wars here. It's
Ugh.
hilarious.
Okay,
Anyways.
I'll have your drinks. You are free to get as intoxicated as you wish. Yeah, what was up, Harbor? If there's something else you wanted to say, go ahead
There
and stop.
sure is. There sure
Yeah.
is. Harbor goes, you know, as much as I am trying to leave that in my wake and more or less ignore it, this shrieking dog, sister. I'd be lying if I said I was not a bit perturbed, a bit curious at the same time about all of those dreams we had, you know.
Yeah, you know, part of me really hated coming here and really regrets it. The other part is thankful. The dreams I could use to forget about. And I'd rather not talk about them right now. Especially considering they're about to go on a brand new adventure. Save it for next time you come.
Hopefully there will be nothing to save if I can get all of this figured out. But that is if, you know, if I disappear off somewhere, well, I'll come back to let you know. But if I don't, he kind of like gives her an eye. Just know I did my best.
Gambit's gonna press her shoulder against his, kind of lean her head on his shoulder. I'm only going to tell you this once, because if I tell you more than once, it'll go to your head. It was the best big brother I could have had. And if anyone can solve our problems, it is my cool older brothers that managed to make his wooden sword into an actual skill.
Ah, sister.
And if you go dying on me, I will bring you back from the dead and kill you myself. You are not allowed to die.
Okay, if it is for you. Goodness.
Mocha's gonna like hug him around the neck and just hang off him, looking over at Gambit. Oh, do not worries. I will keep him safe. If anything tries to come harm to him, they will have to go through me first.
Ugh, so disgustingly cute.
Well, okay. There is that. But, by the way, Mocha, I understand that you knew Krona for a while before all of this. Are you going to be okay?
Well, why would I not be okay?
Well, Krona was your friend. And... you know?
Well, it does bother me that she is not here with us right now. But we will see each other again. And probably. We will just have to find her at some point.
It's not going to be any prettier than it was down there. You know that, right? If we find her again.
Well, Maybe you are right. But there's a chance that maybe you could be wrong. Maybe she did what she did in her own weird way for her own weird reasons. Who
I have no
knows?
doubt of that.
She always does things for a reason, so she says. So I'm sure that whatever reason she had for what she did, she had our best interests in mind. She knew the plan. She knew what we all wanted. And I have enough faith in her that she did the right thing. I hope.
Harper kind of like stares down into his cup as he's listening to that. You can see he's just got like a thin smile on his face as he looks into it. You know, this kind of brings me back to our talk about what it means to take a life. Because this is just like that. Everybody's got a reason, or at least most people do. But there is a lot to it. There is a lot to it. If I recall, her stance back then was that, you know, people define their own morals. There is nothing concrete in this world to abide by other than yourself. Didn't I hear down there? She said that she had never been afraid before.
Something of the sort. I cannot recall a time in which I have ever seen her afraid.
Well, in the end, I think the person who let their fear get in the way the most was her.
How do you figure?
Well,
Ocha, when you care about someone, you're willing to take on the world. You're willing to fight tooth and nail for them. And then someone threatens them. And you know that compared to them, you are microscopic. Everything they've done has been leading you like a puppet on a string. In that moment, when you realize that, you have a choice. You fight against the strings, or you let the fear and the puppeteer keep you walking. Gonna let her fear let the puppeteer take over.
pretty well said, sister. You know, I can't help but remember back the warehouse, the one with all the cultists and that strange crystal in it. You know, I had you stay behind in there, but I don't know if you knew this. Krona was not happy about that. She did not want you to be alone in there to fend for yourself. I never said it out loud, but you know, you've got to have enough trust in your friends not to feel like you have to babysit them, you know? And I trust you to be able to take care of yourself. And so, I think in that final moment, she let her fear get in the way of trusting her friends. To find a way, and to fight. I think that if she had never felt fear before, I feel sorry for what that took away from her.
do believe you may have a point. She did seem a little untrusting of us, of our power. I don't believe she thought that we could overcome it.
I think we also have to remember that Poco died down there. She probably realized that she wasn't coming back up if she goes down. I think this was her way of killing two birds with one stone. Not hurting you, Moncha, and getting Pokra alive.
She is going to kill a lot more birds than that in a little bit here. I bet you.
Almost hit me
No
in the
offense,
rib.
Richbird.
Sorry.
Are you making that shot?
Richard is yeah, he's like 50 pounds max. He's not doing too well.
God.
Nah, it's fine.
Hi Esther, can we get some bread for the bird, please?
Yeah, I'm the fucking bird. Give me bread. Yeah, that's how that goes. Yeah, no, you're right, please. Bread! Bread.
Looks back and forth.
Gosh.
So that was
Give-
a stereotype that is actually accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get the. It'll get there, and a few minutes later.
At least the
You
good
guys-
thing is, you'll never starve as a bird. Little
Yep.
fucking home plate, and I'll give it to you.
She
Oh.
comes out with like this big French bread thing cut into slices. It's a
my
little thing of
gosh.
butter.
Rich person's gonna
Dude,
try
I'm
to
really gonna
speak
die.
right into it and just stop. Just.
He's just like halfway through it.
And you're gonna pull his head back up. What you were saying? I don't know. Might be a bit of a dick move, but I think she planned this before Poker went down. I mean, sure, it's not my call to make, and I really give a fuck. If she wanted to give herself, she could have told us. That's fine. It's just, I don't know. Someone's doing what I've been doing for a while. Ain't the first time someone's done that to me, but we had such clear lines. Hits the table. Oh fuck! Such clear lines of, I thought, communication. I thought she'd at least tell us, like, hey, I kind of don't want to die, and that would have been fine by me. Oh, that's a big piece of bread.
Ishmael, maybe slow down.
You're not my mother.
No, but if you die from bread and not from a monster, I think your wife might be upset.
With all the alcohol and the bread going in, my tummy's going to be a brewery in the morning.
What I believe he is saying is quite true. Krona had a fear of death, despite what she may have said. So, what you are saying is probably also true. Her fear of death, of us dying, it led her to make the choices she made. Next time I see her, I'm going to punch some sense into that stupid glasses writing face of hers.
You know? It kind of makes sense that Kona would be scared of death. You can have all the time in the world, and death can cut it short in an instant. She's probably terrified of the end. And I can't say I blame her. An afterlife, all peace. Where's the challenge? Where's the fun?
Ironic coming from you know that? Staying on this island, going to what? Pick up agriculture?
Listen. Yes. And?
There is the entire farm up on the hill for you to go recultivate.
Yeah, that's sending a letter to the mainlands to get a druid up here to see if there's any way to save any land around here, considering the overwatering.
Ah,
As Andre needs to get taken back up. Not to mention that you have to clean up the warehouse and. Oh my god, just presses her face into her hand.
well,
I see why he's stressed.
you will be keeping yourself busy. Probably not in ways.
Definitely going to have her hands full.
Yes, and not in ways that she has probably elected to make for herself before. Perhaps it will be healthy.
Everybody needs a hobby.
Gambit is going to take another shot before she hits
Okay.
one of them. I will have you know, I personally wanted to oversee all of these things I am doing. Considering that I let my own cowardice like going to walk free. Feel like I need to make up for it somehow.
We'll
I am sure it is all going to work out in the end. One way or another.
we'll make sure of that, Butcher. We will keep our eyes peeled. And that book, again. I do not know if that Fracera will keep her head below the waves. She might rear it once again as she comes back for this world, and we'll be here.
Well, then brother mine. I suppose if she does rear her head, I'll have to come with you. Make sure you don't die.
Huh. I'll hold you to that in case it ever happens. Okay. Well. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But I'm really glad that I get to feel you again, sister. And he'll just kind of reach over and wrap around an arm around her and kind of, like hug her.
Yeah, the
You've
side.
gotten better since we have been here, as he kind of like presses his head into the side of hers, probably like, touching horns or whatever.
Yeah.
Hornful.
Things change. Gambit's gonna lift her glass and go, if it wasn't for 7, we wouldn't all be here. Lives change, money paid.
Harbor will pick up his glass.
I think to 7 and the Stormbreakers.
To 7
may
and
we
the
always-
Stormbreakers.
Getting dragged into an unfamiliar plane. I think it was the best mishap of my life. She'll hold up her cup. It is in fact empty, and has been for some time now. But she'll hold it up anyway, seeing others doing the same.
Fuck you guys. He's gonna raise his wing.
Yep.
To 7
Still got some
and the
work
rest.
Man.
Okay, well, I guess we
Alrighty.
give the cheers, raise
I
our
guess
glasses.
that's-
Clinks all around.
good.
Yeah.
Clinks all around.
You guys, have one more nice night together. as I suppose a party, before you all get ready to split up. Is there anything else anybody wanted to do before we move on?
Mocha tries to drink Gambit under the table.
Be able to roll a
yeah.
con save if you want to
Oh,
participate. No?
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
If
I'll
you
do it.
want, if you want. No, I'm not telling you what to do. If you
This is a
DM, I'm
con
asking you.
save battle when I've already rolled a 6 earlier.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to see if she'd beat a 6. Yeah,
I win.
you're fine.
Damn it.
Mocha, like, I bet I could drink you under the. And then, like, she spills, and yeah. And it's a
Gambit
whole thing.
Gambit's just gonna pat Mocha's head, and she's stumbling, but she's gonna bid them goodbye and head back to the manor, content
Okay.
and looking as relaxed as she ever has.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Anything else? Going once?
Gambit goes to the bathroom.
Okay,
That's
cool.
where she actually went.
Alright, is there anything anybody wants to do, and like, now, and once Gaming gets back, we will move on to some of the stuff I had planned.
I think that's good.
That's
from-
yeah.
That's good.
I'm good.
Okay. If it is important, those of you, if there is something you wanted to do that you haven't gotten around to, just DM me. Gambit sent me a list of home improvement projects on the island. If that's your thing, go for it. If not, all good, no sweat. So
Are we gonna roll over to the ceremony thing?
I think so, unless you want to interrupt me.
No, I think that's good.
All right.
I had one
Well.
thing I was gonna do at the ceremony, but it's pretty
Okay.
good. Man, I'm not ready.
I know. I am genuinely sad that this is it. I really enjoyed this. I guess yeah, we'll give it Scott. I'll take the time to just say that I have very much enjoyed having you all here doing this. This was a lot more fun than I thought it would be, and
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
It's been going since
Yeah, I thought this would take 3 months, and it's been like 6. So it's
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
I think we're going on
Womp
7.
womp.
Whatever. You know what? Whatever. Welcome back, Marine. All right.
Hello.
You guys go to sleep, and for once, you have a peaceful night. And we will move on to the next day as you all wake up. And assuming you intend to go, Lord Ryland is holding a small ceremony at the estate. Is anybody not going? Is there?
I think everyone's on
Yeah.
board, right?
And the
Arbor
date
is
is
here. Excellent.
Okay.
the DM.
Yeah. What's up? Sorry, I didn't.
The date is
The date is okay. So, it is today. True. You came back from the Sanctum Somnium on the 23rd, the day after you went down. So today is probably the 24th or 5th. It's sort of up to you how long it's taken you to just get ready to leave.
The 28th. Am I
Hmm.
dumb?
No, you're right. I just said it was. I am dumb. Gosh, wait. How many days are in a month on this planet? D&D calendar.
30.
30?
30.
Is it 30?
It's the calendar.
Okay, well
of
now
our
I
place.
need to know, not SNS calendar, D&D calendar. What does that even mean?
My goodness. My goodness.
Calendar practice. Okay. Yeah. Every
If you go to the
every month
essentials,
is
it's pinned.
every. Oh, that's easy. Essentials, pins, calendar, bam. So after a length, is
Marpanoff.
Marpanoth, which means it is officially fall, I think, in the Forgotten Realms. So you came back up on the 29th, so it's probably the first or second of Marpanoth as you all officially get ready to leave. It's up to you, basically, how long it takes you to go. If you're in a hurry, we'll say it's the first. If not, we'll say it's the second. What do you think, Harvey?
All right. Yes. Sure.
Great.
Hey, DM, do we have any funky dreams?
No, not tonight. You have a
Peaceful
peaceful
sleep.
night. Yes, for once. Alright. Well, as you all make your way up the hill, a little early, a small crowd is kind of gathering, arrayed at the top of the hill in front of Lord Lord Corvius Ryland's massive estate. They gather shortly after you do, and the townspeople are seemingly mostly all in attendance, stretching down the path below, all looking up at you. There's no stage or platform or anything, you're just at the top of the hill. Some of these people look relieved, grateful, understanding somehow what you did for them. Most of them just look confused as to why they were asked to be here, and a few regard you with suspicion. Perhaps those that saw what happened at the warehouse, but you do not know. Idle chatter drifts from the crowd in a low hum. After a few minutes, finally, Pulchra takes a few steps forward. Her head held high, despite the many broken bones and pronounced limp she has yet to fully recover from. But it has no effect on her bearing, as she stands just as tall as before, as if out of spite. None of you know the reason these adventurers are here, she yells, and the crowd quiets quickly in response. We, the city guard, did not tell you, nor did your lord. We thought it best you were ignorant of the danger, to prevent panic. A few worried glances are shared among the crowd, and a couple even yell questions up to her, but she raises a hand to quiet them again, and they go silent. Suffice to say, there was a very great danger, and because of the efforts of the fearless adventurers before you, you will never know just how great it was. They have sacrificed blood and soul to keep you all safe. And while they had their own reasons to do so, it does not diminish their effort or their loss. We owe them our gratitude, people of Mefel. As do I. At the front of the crowd, a woman in a blue dress with dark hair gives you all a curtsy. But no one else seems to hear her, and in a moment she is gone. Pulchra steps back behind you all, as the crowd watches with uncertainty. There is an awkward moment of silence before she grumbles and gently shoves Lord Ryland to the front. An insulted glare back, and then he realizes how many people he is in front of. He sighs and looks over the crowd thoughtfully. We have all had unpleasant dreams as of late. I trust I am not the only one. There is a low murmur of assent before he continues. I do not know what all of you saw. I saw this island, this people descending beneath endless waves. A woman in blue laugh as the world burned, and myself consumed by madness. He shudders with the remembrance, but picks his head up and continues. Dreams can be omens of the future, or our past fears returned. Their meanings are as varied and convoluted as the visions they show us. To think we could understand what they mean would be the height of foolishness. But now, I believe our dreams can return to normalcy. They can be visions of hope again, aspirations of things to come, no matter how insignificant they may be against whatever future awaits. No matter how bleak the coming days are, no matter what dreams or terrible nightmares do come true, we have that. Because of these people, we have the peace of mind to let our thoughts wander to a future that is possible again, because of their sacrifice. We owe you a debt, Stormbreakers. He bows to you all, as does Pulcro and the collected guard who are scattered in attendance. The crowd, perhaps stunned by just now learning the gravity of the situation, does not. But they stare at you all with a mix of emotion. Gratefulness, awe, worry. Ryland dismisses them with a wave, and they slowly start to break away, gossiping amongst themselves. Some faces familiar, some not. He looks down as they are starting to disperse back to their lives with nothing but new rumors as to what it all meant, and turns to you. They do not know what you did for them, and truthfully neither do I, fully. But you have our thanks. The goddess may have gotten what she wanted, but so did we. And even if whatever this new age is as terrible as she proclaims, our future is guaranteed because of you. So, thank you. You are all free to leave whenever you wish, but you are also free to stay, as long or as often as you like.
Well, we should quite like to return at some point. See how the island develops. See how you are doing. But before we set out, we were wondering if you knew of anybody who might accompany us on our journey. The crew for the ship. See, we might be needing
Oh,
a few more
yes.
hands on deck.
I hadn't thought of that. Kind of like, well, I suppose it's your ship now, given what happened. But, I'm sure some of the local sailors would be happy to at least get you off the island, once you are back at the Sword Coast to, cash in your checks. You can hire a more permanent crew there. How does that sound?
Milka will look up to Harbor.
I could not ask for any more, brother.
Elbows Harbor in the ribs.
Oh my god.
He's not really sure what to do with that.
Oh, love it.
Yes, well, yeah, I'm sure. There's no Dockmaster. Never mind. Polkar, would you, and she kind of steps over. She still has her halberd, and at least for the ceremony today, she is in her armor. But she's leaning on it, and, I can, I'll have a few, I'm sure a couple of them would be happy to help. A couple sailors we can pick up. Somebody. Do you have enough money to pay them? I suppose. Kind of looks at Gambit. Since you're not taking it with you.
We can make
What's
our
mine
own
is
bed.
yours.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes. So you should be fine. Poker kind of looks at you like, okay. Well, yes. Follow me. And leads you guys down. As you guys are going. Oh,
Jenny, are you going to be seeing us off at the docks, or are you going to be staying up here?
Are you talking to Lord Ryland or Polka?
Jen,
Both.
Jen,
Oh, Jen.
maybe.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
she said Jenny.
She kind of
Aw.
shakes her head, looks down at Mocha, and just. It's not displeasure, but it's genuine surprise on her face as she kind of breaks into like this wolfish grin. No. Jen is fine, not Jenny. Mocha. But yes, I will be seeing you off. I have all the time in the world to do whatever I'd like. And I get one chance to say goodbye. So perhaps I am
She
putting off the
smiles,
inevitable.
Aw. She'll smile bright and nod. We will see you down there then. One last time.
As you guys
Yeah.
make your way down the hill. Unless somebody else wanted to say something, please interrupt me.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
explodes.
All right. Nice. Perfect.
A rain of fur.
Just like a dandelion.
Rocks fall.
Yeah. As they head down there, Harbor is just gonna be like, could I ask you a favor, sister?
Of course.
Could you just valet him gun? Make sure that old farmer is alright. I know it's silly after all of the things that we have done, but he's still been
I
on
already
my
have ideas. I'm going to take some of the guards and workmen and fix his house. The druid, while here, is going to see if we can make the guard filters there. And hopefully one day he will understand and forgive what we did. Until then, I will be visiting and at least leaving him food.
That is my sister.
This lady life really comes naturally to me.
You kind of like, yeah. Yes. It's like the expression you make. You're like, okay. All right, that's it.
Okay. As you guys are going, Polker kind of looks back and like. So, do I get 3 guesses why you're staying, or?
I think you only really need one, but sure.
No, I think I figured it out. Well, we'll be glad to have you. I'm not sure if you will have any official position for the moment, but whatever
Honestly,
you,
Polka.
I think you have made it clear that you want to help.
I want to help. Does it? I don't need the title or the gold. I am content and happy.
Well, kind of rubs her back of her neck, you know, and that like Lord Ryland has been doing pretty well, so I don't think it will matter but it'll be good to have somebody else to steer him in the right direction. He's a good man. He just
Oh, I can't wait to be the tiebreaker in all of your fights and disagreements.
I get the feeling you'll agree with me. All right, you guys get down to the dock.
I can't
And,
believe
Oh,
my sister is
oh, what's up?
marrying-
What's up?
Richard will say,
Yeah, if you need anything, just say my name. I'll get you a direct line to some of my suppliers. I'll get you some good rates. I'll make sure it's good shit too.
Gambit's gonna hug Rich Bird.
Poker kind of just backs off and lets you guys.
Ugh. My sister is
I'm going to
marrying
miss you.
fantasy Luke Evans. Oh,
Who's Luke Evans?
Wait, hold on. I have to look now. God damn it. Swear to God, I'm gonna throw you.
that guy is Luke Evans.
It just looks like him. It kind of does. It's the same face, yeah.
Looks like
Yeah.
That's crazy.
a lot of his roles. He kind of like speaks like him.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude. Dracula, for real.
That was a good movie. Nobody liked it but me.
I liked it. I liked Dracula.
Oh, there's a second one. Is there a second
There
one? Or-
was. There's a second one, yeah.
Wow. I
There's
didn't
Dracula
know
Untold
Oh,
and
he's
Dracula
pretty.
2.
that. Wow.
Oh,
Yep.
he is
Alright,
cute.
she's sold. Okay,
She's on board, all is
Right,
Wait,
well.
so I was
right.
looking at Dracula. Wait, no.
Alright,
She
we're
was
back
mad
in.
at first.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at first. I was just very confused as to what he meant. I was thinking of like
Mm.
I don't know why, but that dude from American Horror Story popped into my head. I'm like, that why?
I don't know who that is either. But... Okay.
I see, I
Fine.
see.
But we're
But
losing
yes,
the plot.
Dracula 2
Yep.
should be coming.
You all
Anyway,
get down to the dock. Yeah, go ahead, Marco.
Pulver, getting down on the dock. Right.
Yeah,
What were
yeah,
you
you're,
gonna say?
you're getting there.
Wait.
No, I was just gonna keep going if you didn't say anything.
Oh no, I thought we were already on the dock. That's on me.
Okay, you are. Now, I suppose. Did you want to
The
do
gang,
something, or should I
collective.
keep going? Yes.
It's still all four of us, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then carry on.
Alright, Pulcra disappears for probably like 30 minutes to be like, you know, hey, we'll pay you if you sail these guys home, basically. They have a ship, but there's like 3 of them. So, yeah, and after a few minutes, she gets a crew together, at least for, you know, a couple days.
The basil wishes to set sail.
Yeah,
Oh.
sure. Basil can be included.
Alright, so
You guys want to roll
okay,
some
Sam will
d20s
be,
to see if any other
Sam will
guards
be
want to come with
ecstatic
me?
about it. Nah,
Yeah.
I think we have the trio that we need. We have the basil, obviously,
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay.
and then Jermaine and Piranesi.
Alright.
Go.
Oh.
Do I hear
Oh,
objections, fellas?
Nope.
I just worked you.
Oh.
New D&D one shot. Let's go.
Alright, well,
Yeah. Each of you
Excellent.
control half of one of them, because you're yeah. Coach. Alright.
Oh man.
You're his left arm. Yeah. Okay. A couple of the guard are roped into it as well. Ones who know how to sail anyway. And with that, I suppose you
a
all.
Not time
Um,
course over the summer.
Good. I achieved the highest rank. They called me the Not Ninja.
Not
Alright, okay. Is everything... Do you guys set sail?
We do.
Okay.
But Gambit, we gotta say
Or-
goodbye.
Yeah. That was my next question, Gambit. I think Rich had offered for you to come with him to meet his family. Were you going to do that, or are you saying your goodbyes here?
Ambit's gonna be saying byes here.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I figure you guys want to do that in character.
Yes.
Sure.
Go for it. The boat is getting ready. People are like loading stuff. It's not a long trip, but you have a few minutes where like it's time to get on the boat, but you have a while before they're actually fully ready. So
Ugh.
And I'm ready. I've been to a lot of places, said goodbye to a lot of people and ran, and I don't think I've ever said a genuine goodbye except to my parents. I don't know how to do this.
Do not think of it as a goodbye. Just a see you later.
She's gonna hug Mocha. And she's just gonna
She'll hug her back.
murmur into Mocha's ear. Promise I'll take care of him, okay? He may be tough and egotistical and ugh, but he's the most genuine person I know.
She'll clasp her hands around Jen's and shake it. You can consider it a deal.
Harbor's got his hands on his hips as he's like facing like off toward the sea, like legs spread out, like facing
desperately
away
not
from
paying
them.
attention.
The
Yeah.
camera pans around and like he's just like sniffling, just.
Oh, right here before you go, or I guess before we go, here. She's going to undo her hair, falls, cascades all the way down to her hips, and she's gonna place the jade headpiece into Genevieve's hands. Something to remember us by. Just until we return.
I expect you to all return as soon as you can. She's gonna look at Richbird. You promise to stay out of trouble, okay? No more near-death experiences for you.
Well, hopefully this is my soft retirement. So I thank you very much.
And I hope you tell your wife that you made a good friend here. And that should she ever need anything, or you can call on me for a favor.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I'll be sending my best men to help you out on this island. You'll know him when you see him that he's mine.
Thank you, Richbird.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Thank you
another
for everything
beat
you've
for
done.
Beth. Just gonna poke him in the ribs.
It's still just a mess.
Sister. As he turns around.
John,
Evie.
she's gonna hug him. Smacks her face into his neck. You are reckless, and you are stupidly talented. And if you don't come back to visit, I'm definitely not naming you as favorite uncle. If I ever have kids here. Or ever, in that matter. She's trying to joke. She's teary. And she's trying to make him laugh.
Well, if you ever want to see someone as reckless and extremely talented as me, just look in the mirror, sister. You'll see one. Because me and that person, we are like in many, many ways. I'm going to miss you a lot, sister. And, I promise, I'm going to come back and I will be that favorite uncle. And I will spoil them rotten. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to make you proud.
Gambit's gonna step back and then take another. I've always been proud. Being your younger sister, it was the best life I could have been born into.
That goes for me as well.
But I cannot keep you here any longer. I see sailors waving, and I have an island to clean up. So,
And I have my next harbor to get to. I've been here for too long already. So, farewell.
Gambit. Yeah. Gambit gives a curtsy and goes, farewell. And take care of the boat. I know it's always been one of your dreams.
He's just got a smile on his face, a teary one, as he looks back at the boat and gives a nod and just bows in return.
Okay.
Milka's gonna slip her hand into his and start tugging him along. Come on. It is going to be time to go now.
All right.
Milka is like, her face is just flooded with tears in the time that he looked away.
Oh.
Well,
Yep. He'll let himself be dragged along.
Okay. Well, the three of you board Phoebe's Freedom and sail into the open ocean and leave Mafel Island behind you. We have a couple more things to do, but we're almost there. So, these are going to be character specific. I'm not going to kick out anybody this time unless the player asks. Think about it though, because you might actually want me to for at least one of you. So, is that chill? All right,
Works
let me
for me.
grab my here it is. There it is. My
Quick,
song.
carry on with the story before I start crying.
We're going.
Man.
Why is Discord exploding? Hello? Are you kidding? Oh, come on.
Oh,
Stupid bot.
damn
me
it,
one
god
second.
damn it. Ugh.
Oh.
I'm crying.
She
You
better
have to
make
cry.
use. She better make use of that damn headpiece.
Already has it in her hair.
Does it
Pulling
do
it.
something I don't know about?
No, I'm just saying
Okay.
she better make use of it.
I just want to make sure.
No, just that it's a gift. It's sentimental.
Cool. Very good. All right. There we go, that's
it's a
playing.
little hairpin.
All right.
But Gambit
We will.
in her hair.
Alright.
Well, we're gonna start with Gambit. Gambit, do you want me to kick everybody out? You might have a spooky dream one more time, but that's up to you if you want to get rid of the party.
You know, for sentimentality, one more time. Kick
One
'em.
more time. All right,
Kick
y'all
'em.
know the drill.
Kick 'em.
Get out of here.
All right,
They
I'm
can,
taking my headphones
could you,
off.
take your headset off? Okay, sounds good. This won't take long, but yeah. Gambit. An indeterminate amount of time has passed. Days, maybe weeks, not long. You and Ryland are enjoying each other's company. Unless you tell me otherwise. You started staying up at the manor with him. Things are going well. The island is getting better. Slowly, but it is. You talked to Forbearance, and I think your plan was to kind of tell him what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sad and confused, but said essentially that he was glad that you were still here, at least. And so, you have visited Nahum on the farm. He is taking the events much less favorably than Forbearance. He hasn't really talked to you when you do go up. If you bring up food and stuff, he'll take it, he'll eat it, but his body language is pretty clearly hostile, and he has really genuinely no clue what happened to him or why. You send a letter with the party to find a druid, though, and once you heard back, you've got a lead. Somebody's willing to come up for not, too terribly much, and cast like, what's it called? Like encourage growth. It's like a 3rd level spell.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a real spell. But yeah, they've written back that they'd be happy to do that for a while to get it back up to something. And Richbeard has been good on his word. Ships come in, and the island has seen some extra trade. So that's been great. A couple times, once or twice, a ship has come in at night, but they've kept to themselves, and you see no reason to upend the arrangement as long as whatever is going on is not involving the island. And right now, at least, it's not. Probably, if you want to corner somebody and get the full story, you can. Nothing exceedingly dangerous, but Richburg runs with criminals, and sometimes they just need somewhere to stay the night. And, yeah.
Gambit's fine with it. She kind of just turns a blind
Yep.
eye.
Yep. So all those things, to some degree, at least, are getting better. You see a mirror of yourself grab at your hand desperately. Her touch, for once, feels natural. And although it's the only person who can lay hands on you yourself, that does not send a shiver down your spine, you know that this mirror version of you is anything but. Its eyes are dead and clouded, and blood runs freely down her open throat. Don't let him go. We need him. We need him. We must be together. We must be together. Forever. No matter what. No matter what. We must promised. We must follow him. We promised to be together forever in the shrieking dark. You wake up in a start as the words thunder in your head, and for a moment it disorients you and you forget where you are. A second later, memory returns as a familiar figure steps into the room with a candle. Lord Ryland walks inside with a worried expression. I was just coming to bed. I heard a yell. More nightmares.
I know. I'm so used to nightmares now. I think it's the fact that I can't scream back.
He sits at the edge of the bed and for the sake of honesty, they haven't fully left me either, but there is nothing they can do that they have not already.
Just gonna press her forehead against his shoulder. I know. But sometimes I wish that my nights would go by when I didn't have to think about the emptiness of not having my buzzer around.
I do not know why. Have you told him anything about the situation? What this is? What this means? If like what you know about it, or is that something you keep to yourself?
She's been very honest and even told him about the thing that made her weird. She didn't give the
Yeah,
full
not the full story,
details,
but the
but
essentials.
enough, yeah, that he knows that.
Okay. I wish I could tell you that whatever the dark things that visited us would lose interest and move on to others, but I think the book has left a lasting mark on both of us, as well as whatever that thing is. I don't know if it's something that can be fixed, but if it is a burden we must both carry, I'm glad we share it.
You know, for someone who was so unpopular, you do have a way with words.
Maybe I've learned something from you. He tenderly reaches out a hand, and even as his touch sends a cold, strange, familiar shiver down your spine, knowing it's him brings a sense of comfort. That's all I have for you. So, you're free to stick around, but I think Gambit is done here. I'll tell you this one day. Oh, Marie, no! Letting me make you cry. I don't. Oh.
Ah,
Oh, Marie, you're okay.
I'm fine. I just-
What did I miss? I was
Why?
gone for 5 minutes.
Oh man, I don't know what I did, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You didn't do anything wrong.
Oh,
It was sweet and lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
we lost
Marie.
her. Well, Marie, you were free to stay. But yeah, we're gonna pan to the rest of the crew about now, if that's okay.
Of course.
Hmm. The remaining 3 of you have left. Some headed home, some moving on. And over the next couple of days, you all have uneventfully sailed back to the mainland of the Sword Coast, and quickly find yourselves in Baldur's Gate. Oh, I forgot to get Jacob. Crap. He's still. Hello,
Hi.
dog. Hello, Mario.
Oh my god, I forgot to warn the Lord about something important. Oh my god.
Gosh, Mocha, do you
Oh my-
remember when you told him that thing before you left?
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you gonna tell him? Just what were you gonna say?
God, I forgot. Uh, in character, right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want.
I
Waiting
think
on
it should be
Jagan.
done in character. I'm waiting
Okay.
on yeah.
We'll keep it real quick, but yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay.
Can somebody get him?
Oh my god.
I'll message him here.
Thank you, Marie. All right, what's
You're
up, Mocha?
welcome.
You remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, Mr. Lord. Before we go, I should probably warn you. It may be prudent to possibly like replace whatever light thing goes up in the lighthouse. It's been a little dim lately. I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
He kind of.
And
You
now that the
guys are.
storm is like all cleared up and stuff, you might need to. I
Hmm.
don't know, do something about that.
Yeah. So once you all returned from the Sanctum Somnium, yes, Mocha, you had noticed the lighthouse had gone dark. And Lord Ryland kind of looks up and like, odd. Somebody should check on Darren. I'll have somebody do that, yes. And that occurs like right after the little ceremony before you guys kind of head down to the docks.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Jacob, are you
totally
here?
switched my mind.
Kate, go. Oh god, I'm gonna call him.
Oh. He's
Oh
dead.
wow, that's a
Ow.
lot of notifications.
Whoa,
There he
he's
is.
alive.
Welcome in. All right. Everybody here? Everybody good?
Mhm.
All right. Well, I
Uh,
guess yeah. Marie, you're not here, but
I just want to listen unless
Yeah.
someone kicks me
yeah.
out.
No, you're not
Yeah.
getting kicked
No,
out.
you're free to stay.
You're officially not a PC anymore. So
You graduated.
Someone
Yeah.
called that an NPC.
yeah. So
Ugh.
the remaining 3 of you, yes. So that's Gambit, and the remaining 3 of you clamber onto the boat. Some headed home, some moving on,
Well,
and you all.
you know,
Oh,
I want to do one thing, and I've been waiting
Okay.
all campaign. to
if
do
it's a
this.
one-liner, your character is getting
It's a
shot.
one-liner.
It's not a
It's
one-liner.
gonna be a one-liner.
It's a multiple liner. Because as he gets waved off and everything, and like this is finally his ship of his own, he's gonna say, "On deck, you scabrous dogs! Hands to braces! Let go and hold to run free! Pat the sails! Ready the ropes! And oh, pray bon plain!" we make our way to our next harbor. As they sail
But this
off into
part
the distance.
is stood on end, and she looks over to him.
Huh?
That was probably the second most attractive thing you have done. Okay, everybody, get to work.
Okay.
All right.
I have a question,
Fling
Harbor. Are those actual commands, or are you making this up as you go?
Those are actual commands. Yeah.
All right. In that case, the crew is a little bit shook, but they run to your the beat of your drum. This is your ship, your captain, and even though in this one instance, you're not like their direct captain, like you're not paying the bill for this specific trip, it's still your ship, and they heed your word. And soon there will be a more permanent crew, I suppose. So you all uneventfully sail back to the mainland of the Sword Coast over the next couple of days, and quickly find yourselves in Baldur's Gate. I did not get the entire city of Baldur's Gate ready for the last session. I'm sorry. So I will say
could you?
that it is
Yeah.
enormous. It is unfathomably busy. There's all kinds of different creatures and people just kind of all over the streets. But for one of you, it is home. I assume you all pick up your checks, yes?
Hell. Yeah.
Well, can we
Yeah.
do a little doc
Yeah.
stuff first?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, you have free reign to interrupt me whenever you want.
Okay. I guess just tell me when we dock.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've docked. You're
okay.
at the
Bef-
Baldur's Gate.
before we dock,
like-
okay?
Okay.
Because there's some time that happens before
Oh,
that.
yes, you
Right.
have a few, like days basically of being on the.
Multiple days.
Dude, this place is
Yeah.
massive.
Yep.
I'm thinking about that. Yeah, Baldur's Gate's big.
Yeah, just at some point in there, near the back of the boat, Harbor is gonna just be kind of like staring at his slip of paper as he looks over at Mocha and is like, I have never been to Faerun, but I have always looked forward to it. This is going to be great! As he throws his hands up in the air. And the slip of paper disappears into the wind.
Mocha would love to reflexively try to catch the slip of paper.
Harbor, are you really just gonna drop it?
The slip of paper
So you want?
is flying
Alright.
off the side of the ship.
Mocha, give me a 20. That's a pretty good roll.
On acrobatics.
I think I'd say that you have a chance to grab it. I'm sorry, Drinkin, you can't handicap yourself that easily.
Alas. Alright.
Yeah.
Hoppa!
Okay,
Like-
you like, "Ugh!" and like before the wind just kind of like and yoinks it, you jump onto like the banister, the railing, and like
Yeah.
snatch it, almost fall in.
She'll sit down atop the banister facing him and just listen. Jonathan, I am not very good with monies, but I know that we may be needing a lot of it soon, so
Right,
yes,
yes, let me put that somewhere a bit more safe.
no, this is going to be sticking with me. She's gonna instantly shove it down her chest.
Okay, you pocket his.
I am holding on to
share.
this until we get to the bank.
I do not know if you want me to try to steal it back or not.
I-
Fine!
Why do you do this
She-
to me?
Melts into fluster.
Why do you guys do this to me? Genuine question. Why me?
Why do you let us?
Years of this.
Yeah, we're the
and
players.
you guys waited till I freaking DM for 30 seconds.
Oh,
You
Oh.
weirdos.
Oh, just wait, it'll
Oh,
get so
God.
much worse.
Oh, gosh.
That is a promise, not a threat.
Oh man,
Ooh.
Well,
Kind of sounds like
I'm-
both, but
I worry.
yeah,
I
it sounds like
worry.
both. Okay, Richbird, what did you want to do?
As soon as we dock, Richard will get out, and I assume the others will get off. He's like, "All right, wait here. Don't go too far. I'm gonna go get my boys." And he's gonna disappear into the crowd off the dock, and he's gonna go find. He's gonna go find some of his boys.
His boys? Which boys are we?
Just some general, just like
some
just dudes, because he has like he's got a
Yeah.
place on the
you
dock.
got it. Yeah. You run
Yeah.
a reputable small business. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
He what?
some guys. They reputable is air quotes, but
Yeah.
they're happy
Uh-huh.
to. Boss, you're back. You know, and
Hey guys, I'm back.
guys,
Missed y'all.
and a bunch of humans just kind of
What
surround
is
you,
the
and they're all
ghost?
triple your height, and you just disappear.
Oh my God.
And a couple minutes later,
Yeah.
Mr. Donovan, did you know that he runs a business and that he's
You guys aren't
bossman?
here. You're on the
I
boat.
thought
You're,
you
uh,
as a private contractor.
No, you guys are on the boat. You don't see this, but you do see
And-
a couple
You see,
minutes
like-
later.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 dudes come by. Richbird's on top of one of them.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Like,
They're like,
Also, it is a common occurrence for him to do that.
all right, boys, we got sensitive cargo needs to be unloaded. Yeah.
All right, boss. Yep. And you get like a bunch of like shoulder pats as they all walk by the guy carrying you, and like, they pet you.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. What are we getting?
Rates down below. Keep them sealed. Keep them tidy, and your pay will be nice.
All right. There is the good. I assume you're talking about the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fellas,
Or
Who-
actually, well, hold on. I'll stop. I'll look at the other two. You want yours offloaded here, or do you want to keep in the hull?
I am afraid we will not be able to stay long, my friend. Probably 2 days at most.
Alright, so it's in the hull then.
I suppose so. Although we will need to refresh a bit of our supplies. It was a long trip. So,
Oh, I got you. No worries about that. Alright, boys, grab the two with the feathers on it.
all
oh,
right, yep. And they grab your
It's got
box,
his
Rich
feathers
Bird,
to mark.
and it's a big enough box that they could one guy could probably carry it. Lord Ryland carried it out, but it's
Mhm.
easier if there's two. And so like two
Yeah.
of them, one on each end. For the rest of you, these are, the kind of like guys you would expect to do dock work. They're big and pretty, muscly and all sunburned. But you notice that once they kind of disappear into the crowd, they are shockingly discreet about carrying a giant chest just away. So yeah.
We'll jump off the shore of the man I'm sitting on. Alright, Butch, you know where that goes to my estate. I'll see you boys later.
You got it.
what?
I'll yep. And
You have an estate?
Yes, come follow me. Come follow me. We'll
he
start walking.
So first he has a
Heads
storage
off.
business, and he is a bossman, and now he has an
Oh.
estate.
Okay, now I'm going to ask, do you all cash your checks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harbor.
Hey,
You
sorry,
all
I'm
are
getting money.
forced against your will to add what is it?
Oh God, is it gonna be even more?
No, it's the same amount.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Let me find it.
2,476
Yeah,
gold,
you're all
2
forced to
silver,
add.
and
No,
5
not the
copper.
silver and copper. That was
Uh.
just what he had on him. So you were all forced to add 2,476. Is that what it was?
76. Yeah.
Yes, despite your will. 2,476 more gold to your
I don't know
inventories.
what this guy's
Obviously,
talking about.
actually, there's only 3 of you. Oh, but Gambit is keeping. Okay, so never mind. Yes, the math is still right. Perfect. Alright.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Richford, your share is once
I'm
again.
doing the math.
Okay.
Alright, there we go.
My money. No touchy.
Once again, Richard.
Anyway.
I don't know if you want to get it out of the bank or whatever.
Nah, I can keep it in there.
All right, great. In that case,
Mocha is over capacity. I'll say she unloaded some of her gold on the
it is
ship.
still on the boat. That was canonically established. So,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
yep. So just put it in your inventory,
It'll
carrying it all.
it'll be in my inventory for now, but
Yep.
it's in my inventory in air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is
Alrighty.
now part of my inventory.
Excellent. Yeah, just put whole
Awesome.
boat on the
the
sheet.
boat. No, the boat is inventory storage. That's my
I see.
my home base now, I guess.
I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, we have a home base. Ah.
Richard, would you like me
Goodness.
to keep reading, or do you want to handle?
Well, I mean, we're going to my house, right?
Yeah. Do you want to do
Yeah,
that, or
okay.
do you want me?
I mean, I'll let you because I've told you.
All right. Yeah. Just to be clear, you said estate. Do you mean estate, or like
It's how whatever
house?
you want.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just
It's your choice.
I was under a slightly different impression when we talked, but you all follow Richbird through the city streets back to his estate, air quotes. Richbird, the city streets are familiar to you, even as you dodge around the countless larger folks of the city to see the way. All of you follow your pigeon host as he effortlessly makes his way through the throng. He takes a winding path through places you don't recognize, but evidently he does. Alleyways and neighborhoods blend together until, with a contented sigh, Richbird, you are home again. Enjoying the moment, you don't notice in time as a man shoulders his way into the middle of your group. Good to see you back, boss, but you're getting tailed. The rest of you, a gigantic, broad-shouldered human stands between Rich and the rest of you. He wears a fine suit in a state of casual dishevelment. And those of you who
Do I
don't
know this man?
yeah, this is Uccello.
Yeah. And Chala, the company. Easy.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll let them
my
follow
bad, my
me.
bad.
Nah, you're chill. You're chill.
He was reaching into his coat, and the two of you kind of like catch a glimpse of something steel in there, but he just pulls his hand back out empty and sorry about that, friends. Just like to be careful around here.
Mocha's hands are tense. She looks ready to jump. And it's just, oh, thank goodness you're with him. I was about to spring up and break your nose.
I'm sorry to not introduce you. This is my fellow. What was it? Ancello? Yeah. This is my fellow
Yep.
Ancello. He keeps things safe around here. Ancello?
You.
These are my friends. They've kept me safe for the past 2 weeks.
Well, any friends of the boss are friends of ours, so welcome in, everybody. He looks down to you, Richbird, in deference, uncaring of the irony of, taking orders from somebody the size of like a softball.
Anything happened when I was gone?
Nothing notable. Your employer saw fit to let you proceed uninhibited, and I have a question, Richbird. You had a contact on the island. Did you tell them, like, deal's off? Did you just leave?
I told him deal is not. It wasn't off, but it wasn't on. It was. I think it was like, deal is sketchy. I'll try my best, but there is no guarantee.
Okay. In that case, he will say, somebody came around a day ago and they said something about wanting to talk to you. Don't worry, I persuaded them it was in their best interest to wait until you came home. And I don't think there's gonna be a problem. So,
I appreciate it. I'll get my report ready for what I have, and then I will report to who I need to. So, I appreciate your
Hey,
service.
boss.
You're free to return home.
Alright. You have a wonderful time. Say hi to the family for me. And
I will.
yeah, this enormous dude just kind of strides away.
Large man.
Yeah.
Just got
And
fucked
we're-
by a rabbit.
We're out front, right, of the
You're out
house.
front, so yeah.
All right.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Richard will look at the guys. I hate to see you again, but give me a second, and he is going to shoot skyward.
Okay. Richbird flutters away as best as a anthropomorphic pigeon can, and hey, could you go get Jay real quick, boss? Jakin?
She's on her way. So Harbor just kind of like as he flutters off, he goes, "This brings a whole new meaning to friends in high places."
All right, Richbird. You enter your home. Mathra, you have been waiting for. Gosh, how long has Richbird been gone? At least weeks. And right now it's just another normal day. Richbird, take us away.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I guess.
Richard
Mathra,
will.
yeah, you hear like the flutter, the familiar of somebody flying up to the door. Or at least the door you guys use.
Richard will enter through the little pigeon-sized door, close it, ring the little bell inside. I am home.
I'll flutter across. Hey, you're back! And I'll give a little.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, well, yeah, I mean, if there's anything you
I'll-
guys want to do, yeah,
I'll guess
Yeah.
I'll like walk up and circle around and look at his friends and be like, who have you brought?
you're looking out the window. They haven't
Yeah,
come
we're
in
up.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to be clear. You guys, from the ground, see another freaking pigeon just poke its head out the window.
She's.
We got guests.
I'll give a stern look.
Ah, they saved my life. At least what we can do is give them a nice meal.
Well, I'll tap my little pigeon foot.
Oh,
I guess.
Thank you, honey. I'll go bring them inside. How's the egg doing?
Oh, good. Close to hatching.
Ooh, that's what I like to hear. Haven't had any
Oh my gosh.
haven't had any troubles with it.
No. And I scurry into the kitchen to start preparing food. But you should go check on him.
All right.
Right.
I'll let our guests in, then I'll go check on them.
We're all just standing
Yep.
outside.
After a couple minutes, yeah, Richbird comes back down and opens the human, normal people door on the floor.
Richard really is part of the Italian mafia, dude.
Yo.
Sam, welcome in. Yeah, you missed.
Damn, you'll be
you
happy
missed,
to note we've set sail and we've taken a few of the guard with us. The
party.
Basil is among the crew.
Wow, my god. So yeah, welcome in. Anyway, yeah, Richard opens the normal little human door for you fellas, and
Excellent.
it's the inside. What you find is a well-furnished, well-kept, really nice apartment. It's, you know, not like a high-rise, but it is. Richmond's doing pretty well. It is not quite compared to the luxury of Lord Ryland's estate, which you have grown a little bit familiar with, but it's very close. Among the house, you all see just scattered everywhere are little like ledges that are in the walls, little like standing like almost like a bike rack looking thing, like poles that have just been hammered into the floor, some little ramps, which you quickly realize are designed so that Richard can get around his house. And as he like flutters up to one
God.
to like reach the door and
Oh.
Yep. Okay, take it away.
Yeah, come on in, come on in. Sit on down, take a load off.
Oh my, what a quaint home you have here, Richard. Right in the middle of Baldur's Gate, eh?
Yeah, this is a nice little piece of real estate.
The Lord Ryland's estate to shame.
Oh, don't kid me. This is a modest living at best. You should see my bosses. Oh Lord. Ah, come on in.
Like the big boss, but you're still a boss.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm something. I'm a valued member of the family. That's as much as I'll say. Honey, come down and meet our guests.
I'll flutter out of the kitchen with some bird seed in hand,
Oh god.
and I'll set it on the table. Welcome. And I'll circle around them. So I hear you helped my honey.
Ho ho! Richard, you are a lucky bird.
Yeah.
Johnny, she is real. She exists.
Yes, we had a bit of fun together out in the Moonshade Isles. Richard, he's quite the guy. Yes.
He has a way of words, honey.
Yeah, I'll look adoringly at Richard. Yes, he is quite the bird.
Mr. Donovan is not a bird. Actually, what are you?
Okay,
Are you
Macha,
telling me?
I am a tiefling. That is a bird.
Yeah, see? Not a bird. He is a thief. That one's going to take a while. He is a person.
Oh.
Oh, right, and I am Mocha. And she's gonna like extend her hand for a handshake.
Mocha, you are
I'll-
finally taller than someone.
I'll,
Oh my god.
Man.
I'll just
I'm sorry,
gently
Jay.
I'll gently put my feathered like wing in your hand. Yes. Nice to meet you.
You actually have hands.
Oh, do
Pigeon
we?
people,
See, I wasn't
yeah,
giving
you
the
have
best
you have kind of
description.
like double head wings. I'm sorry, I should have been
Yeah.
more specific. I should have sent you a
That-
picture.
Does it look like those bird people from Zelda?
Let me just
Oh, the arena.
Yeah, send her the Luma.
a little Luma D&D. You're where is it? Jay, what you're looking at is a fellow looks something like this. As a little bird claw hands. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, they're so adorable.
Look how
Lord.
cute.
Oh yes, and you are. I think I sent you like the whole little bit. Richard
Yes.
is in his bird disguise, basically. Like, so.
Oh, so that's why they said he's not a bird. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll just like sputter and cough, and be like, oh, of course, yes. Man.
So yeah.
And I look at him distastefully, not
Hmm.
liking the disgust. His disgust.
Oh, sorry, hon. Yeah, I'll try not to. As you'll see, Richbird not being in a bird for once and actually standing with his arms out.
I think this is the first time you guys have seen Richard has like elbows. He's still a pigeon, but like he's kind of a pigeon shaped like a person. And up until now he's been just a big pigeon. If that makes any sense. So
I'll leave you to. I'll leave y'all to make company. I got something to check on real quick, and I'll go off to check.
I
God.
I don't know if I have anything to tell you about that you don't already know. You find
Yeah.
your egg. You guys have set up like a nice little magic incubation lamp, so you don't have to sit there the whole time. Makes things a lot easier.
Mhm.
But, yeah. It's just like what did they call it? Like heat stones? It's just one of those
Sure.
like sitting
Yeah.
there. Yeah. And yeah. It is doing well.
I will return back to the kitchen.
Alright.
All right, honey, what are we cooking for our guests?
Well, there's birdseed, but also, I just caught some fresh meats.
Ooh, all right. Well, if you get that cooking, I'll get some pasta on the stove, and we'll give them a nice feast.
Yes, let's. So I'll shuffle on my apron and hurry away.
Alright.
Yep. Richbird will start getting pasta and all that out of the wardrobes.
It is everything in this house is very small. But it's I don't know how to tell you besides saying that there's still people, and so like forks, and there are still spaces.
I'm sure we have some human stuff in here
normally sized like
Yeah.
chairs and stuff
we
like
guess.
that. Yeah. What do you guys make for dinner?
too. Oh, I don't know. Pasta with whatever meat.
Yeah.
And sauce over it and all that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
like
my
a
roll
nice
for drink.
No.
And I'll pull out some of the bread I made the day before.
All right. I'll pull down a nice bottle of
Yes.
nice bottle of wine. Crack that open.
You are a exquisite bread baker, Mather. It's in your bird blood.
That's cool.
I made sure to
You are-
have birdseed stick to the top. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Oh
got
my
little,
god, it's the
like, on top of
Halapalinka
it.
again.
Yeah, stop. You gotta stop. Alright.
I gotta stop. How do I keep getting this damn drink?
The three of you, or four of you, counting Mather, basically, yeah, so Mather, Richbird, you two, take, like, probably a few minutes to make for you at least, Richbird, it's just good to be home, and to have home-cooked food again. For you, Mather, this is something you've made, quite a few times, or something like it over the last few weeks, but it's the first time you've had somebody to help, so that's nice. You guys just do like a steak and pasta sort of thing, kind of like a surf and turf, and get that made for everybody. The portions are probably a little bit small for Harbor, but he doesn't say anything, I assume.
No, we make a lot. We make a lot.
Oh, you make a lot? Alright.
Yeah, we're
we're
pulling out the human-sized pots.
We get the human pot. Yes. And so you will have a feast to celebrate your survival, your return home, Richbird. Another successful day escaping, not, it's not like you did anything illegal while you were there, but just another day of freedom and the life you wish to lead, I suppose is a good way to put it.
Yeah. As we're cooking, Richbird's gonna ask, so hon, how's the kids been? How they doing?
Oh, as you know, they only send word every other month. Out,
As
out,
usual.
out. Exploring. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, I got some good news for my boy Louis. I got a new position for him. Gonna be going to an island soon. I hope he likes
Oh.
it. Yeah. Gonna be a big job for him. I have a lot of responsibility. But I'm sure he can do it.
Well, if you're sure, I'll just cluck about
Yeah,
kitchen getting his spices.
you worry. No worry.
Oh,
Yeah.
she said the talk about. She's like trying to stifle laughter.
Ugh.
Well, what about
Hopefully
Tulip?
not this, yeah.
Tulip. Hmm?
Oh, she went her own way. I know she doesn't want to be involved in family matters, but isn't she trying to go off to college, be one of them educated folk?
Yes, she makes me worry and wants to be that something called a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, she did like to read a lot. If we could have one of those in the family, that'd be nice.
Well, with what you get yourself into, I would think so.
Yeah. Sorry, honey, but oh, I do have a present for you. Two
Oh, and
presents.
I'll
I think you
hurry
saw him get.
forward.
Did you see him get dropped off at the back door?
The back door? I've been busy all
Yeah.
day. And I'll hurry to the back door.
I had my boys drop it by.
I think the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew, you go outside, and there are two chests that you could probably fit in. Kind of sitting there. There's like a guy sitting there. He's like smoking. He's like, "Oh, do you want me to bring these inside, miss, or should I just?"
And I'll put my hands on my hips. Do what? Does it look like I could do it myself?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My bad.
Oh my
Puts
god.
out his cigarette. Then.
Hey, Rick.
Hmm?
I'm saying hi to Rick.
Oh, hey, boss. Don't mind me. I'm gonna run these down to the
All right,
safe.
don't trip.
Yep. And this guy just kind of disappears.
It proceeds to trip.
Yeah. No. All right.
I assume I see him come back up and leave.
Yep. He comes back up. He waves goodbye, and goes back to, I guess, whatever your employees do, Richford, when they're not needed at the moment. So.
You wanna take a guess what was in those boxes?
Could it be your finds upon your adventures?
Ah, that's a
hope something
solid
shiny.
guess.
I hope something
That's-
shiny. Something shiny.
That's a quite many things shiny in there. It's our retirement.
I'll flutter all excited and hug you. Oh,
No.
Mommy, you always come through. Always, always.
Yeah, that's why I get paid the big bucks, hon. Now, unfortunately, we're not out of the business, but we have a nice little nest egg for us and the kids and the college. So I'll be able to take it a lot easier at my job. And
Oh.
hopefully Louis will step up and be able to take my place.
I'm sure he will. He always looked up to you.
Right, he did.
Well, still does. And I'll grab the food and start plating, like bringing
Yep.
everything else out.
This is very sweet. All of you, yeah, have a nice home cooked meal for once. I mean, the food at the inn was fine, but it was still an inn, like a bar and restaurant, and there's only so many times in a row you can eat fish before you want to do something violent. So this is a nice change of pace, a refreshing taste of home, maybe for you, Harvard. I think for Mocha, this is probably an unfamiliar experience, but it seems nice.
Yes.
Yeah. And Richford sets his family up pretty much for, maybe not for good, but for quite a while. Is there anything else you guys want to do before I keep moving?
I'm gonna shove a plate of food into Uccello's or Cello's, how you pronounce his name, his hands, just
Yeah.
so he has something to eat while
He is like
I-
getting ready to leave outside, and so you like flutter out. Oh, Miss you don't, Miss Neston, you don't have to do that. No, don't.
Oh, shush your fluffy face. And I shove it in and I hurry back inside.
Yeah. He kneels down to take it because he's that much bigger than all of you. And thank you, Miss Neston. God, you're a saint. And lumbers home. All right. Anything else, guys?
That's it.
That's it from me.
All right.
Gosh.
Richbird,
Oh, nice.
you are once again promoted to NPC. He really is a rich bird.
He really is.
Man.
Well, I do have one more thing.
Wait.
Wait. We're not done. There's
Wait.
a little bit longer.
Okay.
But what's up?
By the way, Richbird, do you have a last name?
Yeah. Nesting off. This is a nesting off house.
Richbird Nestingov. I'll keep it in mind, my friend.
Use that name, you can get a discount at the right dealer.
I'll shoot you an eye.
Why, hon? You gotta do a little promotional. And you gotta take care of your friends too.
Yes, until they can't pay you back.
I think they're more responsible than that.
Gosh.
You know, if you try to swindle us, I know where you live now.
I don't know. It's a two-way street.
You ever been to the Feywild?
No?
Good luck.
Richford will kind of chuckle. I might not be able to go, but I have my ways.
She'll just get a little chuckle.
Well, the party of 4 reduced to 3 is reduced to 2. What's Richbird do? I'm once again home, leaving the others to whatever happens next. We're gonna start with Harbor.
Oh, good.
Harbor, do you want to kick out everybody?
Alright, thanks for having me. Bye bye.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the
popping
cameo.
by.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very cute.
appreciate
Very
it.
cute.
Very fun.
And Richbird really is a rich
He's a
bird.
family man.
Boy,
Italian handsome.
that's crazy.
Alright.
How strangely wholesome.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
All right.
I'll
Well,
go.
You're right.
I'll give Jay a role later that's like mob mom or something. That sounds very funny.
Wonderful. Oh boy. Gosh, the. Okay, see you in the morning, buddy. Oh. Gosh.
Yeah,
It's gonna
but
be such a long time between now and whenever we see Harbor again. Why not, DM? Just
You want him
keep
to stay?
Yeah.
Just keep him? Alright. Harbor, you travel. I'm not going to detail you finding a crew, but you do. That's something that's pretty easy in a coastal town like this. And you and Mocha set sail, I believe, for Sylvadrin, yes?
Yes.
Harder?
Might have to make some stops along the way, but
Sure.
yeah.
The specifics of that is something we can go over next time. But
For the
For now.
record,
yeah.
I assume we're keeping German and Piranesi, right?
They do already have jobs. Do you offer to hire them
they have new
as like well, okay.
We
If
can
Harper
hire
doesn't,
them.
Mocha does.
We
Sure.
can hire them. Okay.
As
They're
as
staying.
as you guys are finding your new crew and those who helped you get here, some of them head home. You have plenty of disposable income, and are they yeah they're, well, I guess they're technically your character. They're NPCs. You don't get to tell them what they do. So they ask to be able
We
to
can tell
write
them what they should
back
do.
to Pulchra to tell her that they have found new employment for now,
Okay.
and to join you on your sailing enterprises.
That's awesome. That is so great. Over the course of our journey, I say, German has held up to his word. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Here is German before.
he's down to 280 pounds.
Gosh.
Did you get a new image, you weirdo?
Oh my gosh, he totally did.
You were.
Yo!
He looks great.
Cool.
I didn't
the
realize
record.
he was Channing Tatum. Oh my god. Hey, yo!
Dude, you just gotta lose some of the cheek fat and boom.
And it's there, dude.
There it
I can
is.
see it.
Zoom.
There
I
it
can see
is.
it.
Look at
Oh
him.
boy. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
Love it.
Alright.
Love it, love it, love it.
We are not like her. Harbor, you find yourself in a city of dark towers, underneath an alien sky. You are not compelled to walk the city streets this time, however. The whispers and shadows are content to follow you. We want to help. We want to help us. Show us. Save us. Show us. Save us. Together. Forever. Together. Forever. Safe and enduring. The voice struggles to speak through the gash in its throat, as always. And you watch as its owner steps into the alien moonlight. A mirror of you, pale and dead with a slit neck, comes into view. You fear us, but you don't need to. We can keep you safe from what comes.
I am so
Mirror.
full of fear right now.
Extends a hand
Great.
out to you. If you didn't know better, an offering of greeting. I can show you what became of her servant. Show you what the others will do that we will not. Sorry, one thing. We can show you, not I can show you.
Right.
That's important.
Right.
Yes.
That's important.
It extends, or you extend a hand out to you.
I extend a hand out to me.
You find yourself blinking as your eyes quickly adjust.
Oh, sorry.
find
I
yourself-
repeated what you said.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yes, the mirror of you.
I'm not gonna say that quickly.
Okay. I don't know, dude. The mirror of you extends a hand out to you.
Okay.
And, yeah. Waits to see if you accept its offer. Your offer.
Harbor, like, tries to quell the overwhelming desire to, like, shaking his boots, and that thing you do where you kind of like flex to try to like stop from trembling or whatever.
Yeah.
He
Make a
does
fist.
that. And he just has like this kind of like piercing stare as he kind of like gives it a bit of a side eye, where like your head is like slightly tilted downward and you're like kind of looking up at them, or whatever.
I gotcha. It doesn't move.
He yeah. He like sucks in air through his nostrils. And he just says into the air, "Forgive me." Who knows who he said it to? And he tentatively reaches out a hand. Ah!
As you take its hand, you find yourself blinking as your eyes quickly adjust to sunlight. You are transported away from the endless dark towers of this strange city and find yourself on a beach you know well. But this time you are not the one standing on the shore. In the distance you see a tall man looking out over the waves that wash across his ankles. His eyes are narrowed in a troubled stare, like there is something out in the water that he does not like. You did well, madness, my guiding hand. A woman approaches from behind him, dark hair still covering her face. She puts a hand on his arm in a warm gesture, stepping out in front of him and looking up to him, barely tall enough to look him in the eye. Finally, you come to your reward, your rest. Joven stares at her for a moment, tensely silent. Yes, I guess so. The pale woman reaches out her other hand for him to take, but he hesitates. The tiefling, Arbor. He said that they were standing up to you, that he would lose in the end. And yet you prevailed. My champion walks the waking world. But I didn't prevail. They didn't just kill me, they barely broke a sweat doing it. They embarrassed me. The woman's eyes instantly darken, and her outstretched hand slowly drops to a fist at her side. You are always fated to lose. To pave the way. Nothing more. And they will regret their choice when the end comes. But I wasn't meant to die so easily, was I? What was the point of me being there at all? You guided them. Showed the champion the right path to take. That was all. Your death was your choice, not mine. I know. He sighs. I stood no chance against them, and they seemed so certain standing up to me. The only certainty is to end in darkness, my guiding hand. If they can kill me, can they kill the champion? Can they stand up to you? Silence. The only thing I wanted left in the world was to bring Poker with me, to spare her this future. And even with all your strength, I couldn't. She stares. That deep waits menace. Poker will join you there, in her own time. Wait. I have questions first. In a flash, the woman grabs his arm, puts a hand on his chest, and with shocking strength and unnatural speed, forces him under the water. She breathes heavily, not from the effort, but from rage. Don't worry. You will forget them in time. The surface of the water is still, and he does not come up. Neither of them, at any point, seem to see you. And as you turn to look at you, all the others wish to use us. To take our future. For their own gain. For their own gain. Only we can keep us safe. Together forever. In the shrieking dark. Mocha, do you want to kick out everybody else? I'm gonna warn you, you might want to. You're gonna have a conversation, but it's up to you.
I will not.
You sure? I think you know what I'm getting at, yeah?
I know what you're getting at.
Alright. You are on the boat, Mocha, looking out over the waves, alone. One of the few times that, the crew is all either asleep or busy doing something else, or it's just you looking out over the waves. And a voice somewhere in your head. I have a question, little Faye.
Well, that is the distinct difference for a change.
Yes. You made a vow to return to the Feywild. And yet, for the moment, you follow this one. This tiefling, touched by the darker planes. Surely there are easier ways to find yourself home. Are there not, little Faye?
If there are, I am sure they are out there. But I lost my home. I lost the one that could bring me back. And in that moment, I found a little piece that makes me happy here. So I just want to be a little selfish for a while.
I
And
understand.
enjoy this while it lasts.
Do not misunderstand me, little Faye. I am more than happy to wander at your side. The wizard broke her promise, and so a new vow must be made. I see. I just wish to know, do you intend to return to your plane? Or is this one your new home?
If the time strikes right, I will return. All in due time. I mean, staying by his side regardless. I would quite like to show him where I am from at some point. All of that aside, with one vow broken, I happened to make another. His sister. She may not have exactly meant it as such, But, well, a Faye's word is a Faye's word. I did sort of promise her to look after him. It seems I am stuck, one way or another.
It
Not
is.
that it's a problem.
No. It is good to keep your promises. Very well. I just wish to know where we were going.
A promise made is a promise kept.
He is touched by something.
And you kind of feel like this thing's attention shift.
You might want to go wake your friend.
And as you are kind of like looking out, I don't know. Trevor, where do you sleep?
So, there is actually,
Is there a cabin?
I looked it up. Yeah, there
a
is a
captain's-
captain's cabin.
Yeah. Okay. Mocha, you turn around and like kind of through an ajar, like the door just hanging a little bit of the captain's cabin. You can see Harvard just taking a nap in like a chair. Is got a very uncomfortable look on his face.
I see. So, you are able to sense things like that, are you? I am definitely going to be prodding you for answers later, Mr. Thingleroth. Well, you got to continue riding on my back, apparently.
Voice just kind of goes silent. I figure you go wake up Harvard.
Yeah,
I'm talking.
she'll make
yeah.
her way.
Cut it.
She'll make her way into the captain's cabin.
Okay.
Give him a bit of a nudge.
Harvard. That is
Sonny?
when your dream ends. Oh.
Ah!
Jumps
Watch out.
back across the desk. Jenny, are you okay?
Carver, you see he's just like, he is stricken. There's like,
Oh my God.
like very swiftly, like sweat kind of builds up on his face as he kind of looks around, takes in his surroundings. Well, sorry, Mucha. Sorry. Just, had a bit of a bad dream.
There's no need to apologize. But you are safe here.
He bows his head, and just kind of like folds his hands together. And he's all like, Javan. And you can see he's just like entering this state of melancholy almost.
She'll spring up and sit at the edge of his desk and just take his hands in hers. No matter what it is we face it together. Alright?
Okay, Mucha. Okay. You know, Mucha, I feel strange. You know, my sister and I, we always, You know, we always had a connection between us, you know? In fact, to many it seemed like we were reading each other's minds. That is actually her fault. Whenever she touched that stone, she gained many powers, and a lot of the time it feels like I just I don't know. She took a lot of the brunt of whatever happened to us. But this is serious. Tell me, Mocha. And you suddenly hear in your mind, you hear, are you ready to find out what it means to shriek in the dark?
What the?
Her fur stands up on end for a moment, but taking a deep breath, she kind of closes her eyes, lets it out, and then meets his gaze. There's an unnatural orange tinge to what is normally her icy blues. It is going to take a lot more than a voice in my head to scare me away. It would certainly not be the first.
Arbor speaks out loud again. You know, I'm pretty good at this stuff. First, I had my sister coming along with me. But I don't know. Maybe as my future me looks back, he will realize that there is someone who is willing to be more permanent in my life, even more than she is, you know? Thank you for coming with me, my friend.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Cadium.
Become my new home, after all.
He picks her up and they go outside.
Aww.
With that, that's all I got.
That's
See another
all
Lorraine.
she wrote.
So, yeah. Thank you all for coming. As I have said repeatedly, it's been a pleasure, and I really did enjoy this, like, so much more than I thought I would. I am happy to bring these characters back. Mocha and Harbor, of course, but the others, if, once we get there, it'll be your choice, basically. If they want to get back in the saddle, or if you want to bring in somebody new, or I don't know. We'll see. But you have plenty of time to think about it. That's all I have, guys. Thank you. That's the end of the game.
It's done.
I have one final, very important question to pose to you. Do we get a level up?
I already told you you're level 6. I already said. So shut up.
All